Hi all, Ann Sutherland from Sutherland On-Farm Solutions. Out on farm today talking about centre of mass. Why do tractors roll? It's quite a physics exercise, this one, and I want you all to understand it, and I'll explain it simply. Centre of mass is when the weight at the bottom half is the same as the top half. It's a little bit confusing when you look at a tractor because there's not much weight in a cab. There's a lot of airspace, but in behind all this rubber work is some very heavy machinery. So we've got a massive engine that sits about this height. We've got a differential that sits about this height. Massive amount of weight. So we take those two in consideration. This weight is counteracting this weight when we talk about a pivoting point. So I'm going to guess that the centre of mass for this tractor is around the foot peg, top foot peg. Now let's go on over and have a look at the whiteboard, and hopefully this will explain it a little bit better. You'll see here a tractor sitting on its own, no loader. Centre of mass, my estimations, is around here. When you look at the tractor with my fancy drawing with the front end loader, you'll notice now that we've actually put in weight on the front of the tractor, so we're upsetting the seesaw. We can counteract that weight by putting weights in the back. In this case we put water in the tyres. Now you'll notice when we put water in the tyres and we have a weight on there, the actual centre of mass is exactly the same as where it was when the tractor did not have a loader on it. The interesting fact is that when you raise the loader up, you're actually raising weight above the centre of mass. So hence we're making it raising the centre of mass. It even gets more emphasised when you actually have a big heavy round bale of silage or a silage grab. Could be anything from 600 to 1000 kgs on the front. So you'll notice my blue cross, which represents raising the centre of mass. And now when we actually take into consideration, when we actually drive this tractor on the side of a hill, we have a piece of string that can dangle from, or what I call a builder's plumb bob, from the centre of mass. Now if you're driving along the side of a hill without a loader up high, you'll notice that we're in what we call the safe zone. In this case, when we dangle the piece of string, when that piece of string goes past the outside wheel, that is tip over point. Now it's not just hills that we roll, we can actually roll on flat ground, and that's a lot to do with speed and cornering. Imagine this piece of string is dangling from the centre of mass, you've got the loader up real high, and you're going down the lane doing 30 kilometres an hour and make a sharp turn, that piece of string could flick out and we could end up with a rollover on flat country. Some of the main points to take away from this video is the fact that the higher the centre of mass, the more at risk you are. So get your loader down. Slow down when you're cornering. If you've got a back implement up, get it down, especially when you're on the sides of the hills. Safety first.